Our national parks, treasures of natural beauty and historic significance, are facing unprecedented challenges. Today, we'll delve into the hard numbers, revealing the impact of recent layoffs and the scale of the National Park Service within the federal government. The federal government employs millions of people, but how many are dedicated to protecting our national parks? Approximately 20,000. To put this in perspective, the National Park Service employees make up a very small percentage of the federal workforce. We need to calculate that percentage of 20,000 employees out of the total federal workforce. The total federal workforce is roughly 2.1 million employees. This means that the National Park Service employees only make up 0.95% of the total federal workforce. To show where the National Park Service employees fit into the federal workforce, we've created a pie chart. The largest section of the pie chart is the Department of Defense. The national security-related agencies is 71%. The next largest section is the Department of Veteran Affairs at 21% of the federal workforce. The next largest section is the Department of Homeland Security at 9% of the federal workforce. The National Park Service employees percentage is 0.95% of the total workforce. The rest of the pie chart, roughly 2% of the chart, is made up of all the rest of federal employees. Let's take a closer look at the average salaries of some of the agencies we've discussed. The Department of Defense has an average salary of approximately $142,000 a year. The Department of Veteran Affairs has an average salary of roughly $80,000 to $90,000 a year. The Department of Homeland Security has an average salary of $70,000 to $80,000 a year. In contrast, the National Park Service has an average salary of roughly $60,000 to $70,000 a year. So, essentially, they make half the money that the Department of Defense people do on average yearly. While employee numbers decline, and while the average salaries of employees of the top three agencies are higher than the National Park Service average salaries, the role of volunteers become even more crucial. Over 138,000 people volunteered last year, contributing millions of hours of service. This helps fill the gap created by employee reductions. National park visitation has been on the rise. More and more people are enjoying these national treasures, which is fantastic. In 2023, the national parks hosted over 325 million visitors. However, this increase in visitation puts more strain on the parks, and with the decreased staff, this creates a situation where fewer workers are having to do more work. These statistics raise serious concerns about the long-term health of our national parks. Reduced staffing can lead to neglected infrastructure, decreased visitor service, and potential damage to natural and cultural resources. It is vital that these parks are properly funded and staffed so that they can continue to be enjoyed by all. We can play a role in protecting our national parks. Support the National Park Service by volunteering your time, making a donation, and advocating for increased funding. Share this information to raise awareness about the challenges our parks are facing. Go enjoy them. See this beauty, and you will understand why it needs more funding, not less. Our national parks are a gift, a legacy we must protect. The statistics paint a clear picture of the challenges they face, but also the dedication of the people who work tirelessly to preserve them. Become a guardian of our parks. Volunteer, donate, advocate, and share the beauty. Together, we can ensure that these treasures continue to inspire and enrich our lives for generations to come.